Hi everyone, I'm Yalda, welcome back to my channel. I'm about to film a series for you which covers the truth about dairy. Dairy is a massive topic. So many people on Instagram have requested that I cover this. I have written a blog post about it, but I felt that filming it and explaining to you my experience, the research I've done, and my conclusion on the topic might be helpful to you and your family. By the way, I just wanted to cover a little thing for all my vegan followers. I'm just covering dairy from a nutritional, physical point of view and not an ethical point of view. From the point of view of ethics is a personal one, and I respect everybody's view, but I just wanted to cover that. As some of you might know, I suffer from autoimmune conditions. One of them being ulcerative colitis, which is a digestive inflammatory bowel disease. And when I started my health journey 10 years ago, i.e. I was trying to fix myself because doctors simply couldn't cure me, I had no idea about anything. I just thought, oh, to be healthy, you've got to eat organic foods, maybe more vegetables, exercise. But I didn't understand nutrition, I didn't understand what things do to your body, and it took me a long time. 10 years of research to understand the things I do now, and I realized that it might be overwhelming to receive all this information at once, so I've decided to break down this topic in 3 videos, so we cover everything deeply in simple terms, and at the end of the series of the 3 videos you'll have a pretty good idea of what dairy does to your body, what the alternatives are, if you can have it or not, what the good things are about dairy and the bad things. I hope you enjoy this. Do leave me your comments and questions below. I always love responding to you, and let's get started. So this is the first video where we're going to cover the fact that milk has changed. I grew up in Morocco, and I remember my dad was a pharmacist in a little town called Kenitra, a seaside town in Morocco, and you used to be able to buy milk from the bakery, from La Boulangerie, and in the evening the milk would be delivered, I think, around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and my dad closed his pharmacy around that time. I don't remember the exact time, but I remember we used to rush to the bakery to buy milk before it ran out. Milk was something that just ran out, and it was a small town, and I remember that milk, it was really creamy. I hated the cream, the little blobs in the milk, and it was not something that was readily available, in a unlimited way. And a few years later, when I grew up in Morocco, one day, bang, boom, suddenly there are tons of milk. There's this new milk which hasn't got the bits of cream, clearly it's homogenized, and it's readily available, and if you want to buy 10 liters, you can buy 10 liters. And I thought that was a great thing, until I researched dairy and I understood what actually happened then. Let me explain. Milk used to be produced by smaller cows. In England they're called Jersey or Guernsey cows. They used to produce a smaller amount of milk than the ones we use today, and it was a very rich, yellow, creamy milk. Except these cows cannot produce tons of it. So as the population grew, there was a shortage of milk in the world. We had to come up with a solution. So about 30 years ago, farmers started using different cows. They produced tons of milk, which was great. However, the problem is it was a different milk when it comes to the protein of the milk. The Jersey and Guernsey milk is an A2 type milk. A2 being the casein, which is the protein in the milk. Now, when you buy a pint of semi-skimmed milk in a supermarket, unless it says Jersey milk, it is A1 type milk, and that is much harder for the body to process. So it's not like people are becoming suddenly paranoid and all these people come up with intolerances, and the grandparents look at us thinking, What's wrong with you guys? We didn't have these problems in our generation. Indeed, you didn't, because there wasn't a change in the product. But the food today has changed. It's not just the milk, it's all the food, but we'll cover this later. And right now, the milk that's available on the shelves is A1 type milk. Where can you buy A2 type milk, which is Jersey milk? If you're tolerant to milk, that is. And I will cover this in my subsequent videos about who can drink milk, who can't, how much, etc. But if you do want to have milk, I would suggest, I'm not a doctor, this is just from my research and my experience, I would suggest to buy Jersey or Guernsey milk. In the UK, I know two brands which do it. There is one which is called A2 milk, and the other one is called Gold Top. And sometimes in smaller butchers you will find Jersey milk. It is a tastier milk, creamier, and it has been consumed by our ancestors for longer. So I'm suspecting it is easier for us to digest than the A1 type milk. There's one more thing that has that is important to know, is the process of pasteurizing milk. So the milk can be consumed either raw or pasteurized. If you pasteurize it, you kill some bacteria that can be dangerous and make you sick, but you also kill some good bacteria and the naturally occurring lactase in the milk. Lactase is the enzyme to digest lactose, lactose being the sugar in the milk. So in the milk you have the casein, which is the protein, you have the lactose, which is the sugar, and then you have some fat as well. Pasteurization kills that. That's why raw milk, like for example when a baby will drink the mum's milk, that milk is raw and is easier to digest. I'm not telling you to go and drink raw milk because there's a health hazard associated to that, but I just wanted to inform you about that little fact, the fact that milk that has been cooked doesn't contain lactase, which is the enzyme to digest lactose. And that's why some people also struggle with digesting lactose. I hope this video was informative. Do not hesitate to leave any questions below. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see the next videos on dairy and other topics. Have a wonderful day.